The problem is this would be confusing descriptions with permissions. The Bible describes things that happened in the past without claiming they were good actions. God often tolerated the sin of the prophets and the patriarchs and proclaimed their actions were morally good.
According to the Angry Bird, Michael Jones, his God proclaimed the prophets were morally good when in fact they were not? Did I hear that right?
God often tolerated the sin of the prophets and the patriarchs and proclaimed their actions were morally good.
Yep, that's what it sounds like. So, according to this specimen, his God was a hypocrite. He declared the actions of the prophets as morally good when he was actually just tolerating their sinful deeds. He was saying things that he did not believe. Let's put this in perspective and look at the sins of the biblical prophets. They range from incest, mass murder, theft, and sex slavery and forced marriage. And yet, each and every one of these atrocious sinners, people who would rightly be called the worst examples in humanity, are actually called righteous or men of God throughout the Bible. The biblical Abraham, who married his half-sister, is righteous. The biblical Lot, who was a drunkard and slept with his daughters, is righteous. The biblical David, who was a raider, mass murderer, and practitioner of sex slavery, evidently did right in the eyes of the Lord. And of course Moses, who ordered the mass murder of women and children and the forced marriage of virgin girls, is a man of God. By the way, according to 1 Timothy, a man of God pursues righteousness and godliness. How does this make sense? Well, maybe, just maybe, apologists like Jones are lying through their teeth when they claim that their God, quote, tolerated such sins, when in fact they were not considered sins at all. The incest, mass murder, theft, and sex slavery were not sins at all in the eyes of Yahweh. What does that tell you about biblical morality?
وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا